This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Hey guys, how are you? It is Jean Watts. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a random spiritual video. I was gonna do a beauty video, but I just felt like I'm gonna do a spiritual video. I'm at my sister's right now in San Diego. I really didn't prep for this whatsoever, but I'm just taking something that I'm going through right now in my life and going to talk about like how I'm handling it and whatever. So like if you're going through this, especially if you're in a spiritual journey, like you're probably gonna hit moments like this. So I could imagine that it might be really nice to just hear someone else talk about it too with you and figure it out. So I'm not gonna talk about specifically what I'm going to, I'm just like not ready yet. But if you've had something in your life where something drastic, maybe it's a death, maybe it's a loss of a job, maybe it's a breakup, maybe it's a loss of a friendship, or something just drastic has happened and everything gets stripped down from you. Like your world gets flipped upside down. It's like your identity, everything that you attach yourself to, everything that you're familiar with is taken away from you. It's so easy to get so depressed or scared. It gets scary because you think it's the unknown, it's uncomfortable, it's not what you're used to. And it can feel like the end of the world. It can feel like you're in a dark tunnel and there's no light and whatever it is. I luckily, well not luckily, but maybe luckily, I've gone through this 3 or 4 times in my life that it's great to finally be in a place where this is happening and I can be like, oh, okay, I know what this feels like. I know what's happening and I've been here before and it's actually not scary. And the reality is if you're going through this, even if it hurts so bad in the moment, believe me, I know what it feels like. It hurts so bad. Life happens for you, not to you, in every way possible. There's always a light in the dark, always, always, always. And if you're going through the pain, feel it all the way through. Do not try to numb it, do not try to run away from it. Really feel it, because the only way to truly heal from anything is to feel it through. Don't, go to alcohol or drugs or weed or hooking up with other people or partying and just avoiding it, whatever it is. When I'm going through something drastic like this, I will sit with myself, by myself. At first I'll be with like family or friends or someone that like truly loves me and cares for me and can like nurture me while I'm like going through the trauma and like the shock of it all. But then afterwards, like what I'm doing now is I was like, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna just try to not think about it. But no, I'm sitting with it and I'm really feeling it and I'm really taking it in. Because I'm processing it, I'm also now seeing the light of it. And the reason why I'm seeing the light of it is because I've been here before. I now know that what God does, the universe, whatever you want to believe in, what happens is, and this I've experienced this many times, like I'm in pain, I'm hurting really bad, but I've been here before. And when everything is getting stripped down from you and you feel like you have nothing and it's unfamiliar and it's super scary and it's super heartbreaking and it's like just the loss and the grieving and whatever it is, it's really God stripping you of things that are not meant for you anymore to rebuild something that is. And I've been so terrified and I thought like my life is over and life is terrible. And every time I got over that, something like amazing happens. if you're going through a really, really hard time, especially if you're newer in a spiritual journey, if you start becoming more awakened and start in tune with like your real self and your higher self and your real destiny, oof, God or the universe, it will take all this shit away from you. It will make you see things in a totally different light. It will make you question your sanity, everything that you've ever known. Like, it will make everything feel like it's not real. It feels in the moment really, really bad. But it's like being blindfolded your whole life and then like them taking off and like shoving you out into the sunlight. And it's like blinding and it hurts and you're like confused and you're trying to focus and it's like, what the hell is going on? It can get really scary, but it's actually really, really good. And life happens for you, not to you. Always remember that. Life happens for you, not to you. There's always light on the other side. Nothing is as deep as it is. And it's hard in the moment. Like, I'm definitely going through my processing and my journey. But because I've been here before, I'm actually really excited about what's on the other side, because I know God has my back. I know the universe has my back. And there was lessons I needed to be learned. And I came out of this situation being such a better person and the person I've always wanted to be. And it's beautiful and it should bring you peace, but it takes time. And I have quickened my process to heal myself so much quicker because I've been here multiple times in different ways, in totally different ways in life. If you're going through this hurtful moment where everything's stripped down and you're feeling alone and you're feeling scared and you don't know what's going on, this is what I do to, like, now that I know what it feels like, now I know what to do. I know what to prepare for. 1, feel it. Really feel it. Feel the pain, feel the hurt, feel the loss, feel the grieving. Feel it. Feel it. And sit with it. But like, don't get down on yourself. Don't get, like, think of it as something really good's about to happen. So you just have to like process it and whatever. Now what I'm gonna do is I start manifesting. And the way I manifest, everyone has different ways, but like I start imagining exactly the way, because everything is stripped down. And I've had way worse situations than the situation I'm in, like way scarier. And I would have no choice, that I would sit and imagine if a fairy godmother came down and was like, how would you want your life to go? And it would be granted. What would it be? And that's a question that is a lot harder than you think. Like, most people actually don't know what they want. Like, they'll start chasing, like they'll see somebody online doing something and they're like, oh, maybe I want that because that person wants that. And so they start chasing what somebody else wants, and it's not really what they want. No, a lot of people don't really know what they want. So you have to really sit there. If you know yourself, knowing what you don't want will definitely help you figure out what you do want. So if you don't know what you want, think about some things that you don't want, and it'll help you guide you just a little more. I know what I want. I've been through so many stuff in my life. Hold on, Blue. I've been through so much stuff in my life, so I do know what I want, and I imagine what that life is like. Who am I? Stop it. Who am I? Sorry. Hold on, Blue. Like, who am I? What does this person dress like? What is this person acting like? What does this person feel like? What are they doing in life? And that's who I want to be. So I just kind of be that. And I think about the next steps, and I start dreaming and visualizing, making a vision board, or writing down things as if it's already happened. And because I've experienced this before and it does work, even though I'm so sad and in such loss, I'm actually surprisingly really excited. And it's really nice to be at this place. Like, it makes all the pain and all the suffering that I've dealt with in the past, it makes it so worth it, because I'm so much stronger and so much more put together. But it fucking hurts, man. If this is the first time you're feeling this, or like you're new in your spiritual journey, like I've been in that trauma, you think it's the end of the world, and it's really just the beginning. It's really just the beginning. I don't care how old you are. God is good, life is great, and we create our own realities, and everything, and the way we create our own realities is perception. If you want to live in a world where life happens to you and you're in a victim mindset and life is unfair and you're out of control, that will be your reality until you keep getting lessons and lessons. And then hopefully you will realize that you have all control in your life. How you perceive things, how you react, what you do from that moment on. So yeah, it's just great to kind of be at this place in life. Even though I'm also like terribly sad. If you feel like your world has been stripped down or flipped upside down, let that be a sign that you now have an opportunity to rebuild something so much better, that was so much more meant for you, and that brings you so much more in your alignment. And anything is possible. It really is. Like, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to be living your fulfilling life. You deserve not to be around people that weigh you down or make you question your sanity or whatever it is. If that job, you lost that job, it wasn't meant for you. But there is something that's meant for you, and what is meant for you will always find you. It will always find you. But you'll make it harder to find you if you stay in situations that you're not supposed to stay in, or you hold on to things that you're not supposed to hold on. Like, learn to forgive, learn to move on, learn to grow. Finding that confidence with yourself. And that's the other hard part too. Like, because I was forced so many times as a younger person, forced into situations where I had to figure things out, like where shit just like would happen to me, and I would like it was like the universe brutally shoving me into figuring shit out and rebuilding and being alone and being terrified and having no idea what I'm supposed to do from here or what it looks like. And because I was shoved to do it, I now overcame it in the best ways possible. Like, I always came out on the other side stronger and better every single time. Then now, like, it's crazy that now like things like this will happen to me and I'm like, oh shit, it's leveling up time. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I'm shocked, but like, it's leveling up. It's great to be at this point, but I also really trust myself because I've gone through it and because I've overcame it multiple times. I now trust myself and I'm so secure with myself and I love myself, which is crazy. A couple years ago, saying I love myself was like, no. Like, I was so hard on myself, and I used to think that being so hard on myself was me bettering myself. Like, just so weird. And I don't know, this is what's so great about being in a spiritual journey. Like, it's brutal and it's hard, but if you learn to just trust in yourself, trust in God, which is really the same thing. We are just an extension of God. We're a God experiencing itself, and that we are just connected, that we're always protected. You just have to find it and you just have to trust it. But going through this journey and being awakened and being connected and practicing it and trusting it, it makes you stronger as a person, and it makes the lows not fun, but like, it's like watching a movie. When something bad happens, you're like, oh shit. Like, I don't know. Know what movie I love, especially for my women out there that watch this? Like, one movie that I just love, and it is such an inspiration to me, because every time I'll have like a moment like this or similar to this, I think about this one scene, and it's like my favorite part, and it's the movie Joy with Jennifer Lawrence. And you know, like, if you see the movie, it's, you know, a woman that created the mop where you can twist it, right? Created the mop where she twists it, and she tries to get it. She was, you know, having a struggled life, was always putting others before her, and she had this idea and she created this design of a mop, and she gets it manufactured at a factory, and the manufacturer patents her own design, and like, she lost it, and like, she put so much money into it, she borrowed money, she put mortgage on her house, like, life was over, life was crumbling, her dreams were gone. And there's like a part in the movie where it like pauses, I think it pauses, and like the narrator says something along the lines of like, and what she does from here on out, she doesn't realize that something along the lines like, she completely changed her life. And it was her stepping up, and she's like, I'm not taking this shit. Oh hell no, this is my design. And she like, I'm not gonna try to give the movie away, but she gets her designs back. And because she did that, because she trusted in herself and she fought for herself and she believed in the vision and knew what she deserved, her entire life changed. And because she changed her own life, she was able to change other people's lives. And I just love that scene. So like sometimes like when things happen to me and I'm like, okay, things seem really bad right now, like as bad as it can go. What am I gonna do that's gonna change my life from here in a good way? And so, I don't know, that works for me. It's kind of like living that main character energy type of thing. So yeah, if you're going through it, like, or everything's getting stripped down, know it's actually a good thing. I know it doesn't seem like it, and feel it, feel the pain, feel it through. But like, start dreaming of the life that you want. Like if you're stripped down from something, imagine like what you can have now. Now you have room. Now you have room. You have to make room for something better to come in. Being uncomfortable is not a bad thing. A lot of people think uncomfortable is fear, and then they get afraid of the uncomfortable, right? And that's how, everything. That's how people are prejudiced, or stay in shitty situations, or just live settled, unhappy lives because the fear of the unknown is just, it feels bad. It's not bad. Get out of the comfort zone. Live in it. Live it. Just go day by day, and then just keep that better vision of mine. Like, I'm heartbroken, but I'm so in love with this person that I want to be in my life, and the things that I want to do, and the life I want to create, and the people I want in it, that it starts being more powerful than the fear of loss or the unknown. And if you can match that vibration, the longer you can like stay in that vibration, you will start like manifesting that. But like, understand that karma is real, but the more you operate from love and authentic love, you're more connected to the divine, and it will guide you in your own self. So I talked about in my last videos, like, spiritual journeys. It is not pretty. It is not fun all the time, but like, it makes you so much more, it makes you flow through life. Like I'll get smacked in the face with something and I can still flow through it. When before I would get smacked by something, oh my God, my life's over. I'm a victim mindset. Life's unfair. Everything happens to me. Like, there's no point of living. Like, real dramatic. And it doesn't have to be that way, but you just got to go through it, and it gets easier and it gets better. And now like I'm going through it too, and I'm now at a place where I'm like, all right, I've been here. What's coming? What's coming? Because I know something's coming, because something's stripping me of something to bring something else in. And it makes me excited, and it makes you still operate from love, and makes you learn to forgive more. And forgiving is a lot for yourself and not for other people, and it's okay. Dream of the best. What's the best case scenario? My manager and I will always do that. Like when shit would happen, or like we get scared, or like when I like put a bunch of money into something, like a business risk, and we'll get really scared. We're like, oh God, this could be like such a nightmare. You know, you'll start like thinking of all the things that can go wrong, and we're like, okay, what's the best case scenario? What's the best thing that can happen for this? And then we'll talk about it, and then we'll start like joking around about it, and then you start like kind of feeling it, and it becomes a little more fun, it becomes a little more exciting, and it loosens up the fear. What's the best that can happen? Think about it. What's the best that can happen when you're in the shittiest moments? What's the best that can happen after that? So I challenge you to do that. If you guys are going through it, comment. I mean, sometimes I stay away from social media because it gives me anxiety, but I try to comment sometimes. But please comment and if you're going through it, and let me know what you guys are feeling. And I love you guys that like reach out to me sometimes. Like, I always feel like these videos are just like me sitting here rambling, but getting the feedback from you guys, it's like the best feeling in the entire world. And it's nice to feel understood and heard and connected, and to feel like I'm actually helping in any way. Okay, so this brings us to the sponsor of this video, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is awesome if you are creating a business of any kind. So like, and it's so simple. Like when you sign up for Squarespace, they have like all these great website templates where all you have to do is just like drag pictures, drag videos, you know, type in whatever you want. Obviously like your bio and what your company is. It's super, super simple. And like anything that you need for your business, like it can do. So for example, if you are creating a service where you can book appointments, you can offer like in-person private lessons, workshops, group sessions on there. If you have an online store, you can sell like digital or like service or physical objects online. You can collect email subscribers where you can send out discount codes or upcoming sales or whatever you need, and you can like build a community. You can also sell memberships. So if you have a website, you can sell certain memberships for exclusive parts of your website where, you know, certain members can see, and it'll be a really cool way to create a community in that way. So yeah, really anything that you need for your website, for your business, they have everything there. They have a great tech support that can help you with it all. So I have my own website. This is it. I love it. And we're adding so much more to it. So much more is coming. Stay tuned. I know I always keep saying that, but I'm really excited. So when you guys are ready, when you sign up and you're ready for your free trial, then go to squarespace.com/JeanWatts for 10% off your first website or domain. All right. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. If you're going through it, something better is going to happen. You just got to prepare for it. You got to believe it, and don't sit in that low vibration for too long. Don't, as hard as you can, do not get in a victim mindset. No matter what has happened in your life, no matter where you are in life, if you sit in a victim mindset, you're gonna bound yourself to it. Don't. Be like, you have control of it. What can you do? What's the best case scenario? What can happen? And start being that. This was probably like a mess. All right, bye.